Hey everybody, and welcome back to Barbecue Rub Guy TV. Today we're going to be doing one of my absolute favorites. We're going to do pork spare ribs. You don't have to get intimidated. They're really easy to do. 3 simple steps. The first one is get them prepared. The second step is to rub them well. And the third step, put them on some great smoke. It's about 225 smoke for about 6 hours. Now the first step I've already completed, which was the preparation. I've trimmed them, I've removed the membrane, and I've got them ready for rub. The second step is the rub. Through Gentleman's Rubs, I use our Hardcore Porkin. One of the greatest things about this is that it's sweet, and it really brings out all the flavor with the smoke. So in order to get them started for rubbing, I do always put a little bit of yellow mustard on. What it does is it allows the rub to bind directly to the meat. So I'll go ahead and add this, and I rub it in. Always make sure that I do it on both sides. The second step is to take the Hardcore Porkin and make sure that you liberally add this to both sides of the ribs. You can't use too much. Just make sure that when it's all ready, we're going to move to that next all-important step, is throwing it on the smoker. All right, so the ribs have been prepared, they've been rubbed, and now it's time for smoke. So today we're smoking on the Green Mountain Grill Daniel Boone Prime. I checked the temp. We're at 225 degrees. That's where we're going to sit for the first 3 hours. I just want to make sure that everybody knows that you don't have to have a pellet smoker to do great ribs. You could do them on a traditional propane grill. You could set it down to 225 and get a little smoke box. You could do a kettle grill. And you can even do them inside in the oven. So don't let the equipment dictate how you can make great ribs. All right? So we're going to open up the grill. It's sitting at 225. And I'm just going to put the 2 slabs right in the center. And this is where they're going to sleep for the next 3 hours. Doesn't that look beautiful? All right, well, it's been exactly 3 hours. They've been rolling on smoke at 225. So we're going to open up the grill, and we should be looking for a nice, deep, rich mahogany color with the bones just starting to protrude a little bit with the meat pulling back. So let's see how they look. Absolutely perfect. That's what you're looking for after 3 hours. A nice bark has formed. The meat's pulling back from the bone, but we've got to go to phase 2. All right, so we're going to take these off, bring them inside, and I'm going to show you what we do from there. All right, so these delicious ribs just got pulled off the grill, and we're getting ready to do the next most important step, get ready to get tender, okay? So what I've got is our ribs on some aluminum foil, and I'm gonna add some moisture. I'm using beer, but you can use apple juice, you can use cherry juice, you can use water, pretty much anything that you want. The next step, I like to take a little bit of light brown sugar and sprinkle it just right over the top of the meat. You don't have to put a lot, but you could put cayenne pepper, you could put chili pepper. If you like spice, you can add some garlic, whatever it is. And then always, before I wrap them, I always like to put a little bit of the Hardcore Porkin rub on. So I'll just sprinkle that on. You don't have to use too much, but just a little bit on top of the meat. Last most important step is you want to wrap nice and tightly. You don't want any air whatsoever that's in here because you don't want any of those grape juices falling out. All right? So we wrap, and I'll even double wrap it, and then back on the grill for another 2.5 hours, and they'll be perfect. All right, so this is what you've been waiting for. It's been 6 hours. So about 30 minutes ago, I unwrapped the racks and I put them back on here just to finish up. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and unveil it right now. There they are. Look absolutely beautiful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take them off the grates. Gorgeous. All right, so who's ready to eat? I know I am. So what we're looking for here is the final product. It has to be dark, delicious, a little bit crusty, and just absolutely yum. All right, so when you look at your meat, you're gonna wanna be looking for this final texture. And you're gonna wanna make sure that you're starting to see a little bit of the bone. What that means is that you've got perfect tenderness. You can use a fork just to kind of easily slip right through the meat. Once you do that, you know they're done. All right, so the last thing that we need to do is just slice. So you take a sharp knife and just right along the bone line, cut. Easy, delicious. Look at that gorgeous smoke ring. Hey guys, thanks so much for being a part of Barbecue Rub Guy TV. Make sure that you subscribe and that you turn on post notifications. Take care.